Welcome back to the Gentleman's Gazette. Today we discuss 15 life hacks for gentlemen, more specifically 15 men's style hacks. Style hack number 1. Wash your dress shirts in a delicates bag. When you wash your dress shirts a lot, you oftentimes see that you have a fraying collar or cuff. Now, if you wash your dress shirts in a delicates bag, you'll get a lot more wear out of your shirts because the edges don't fray as easily. The delicates bag acts as a barrier between your shirt and the washing machine, and therefore the edges wear less. Now, don't stuff your bag to the brim, otherwise your shirts won't get clean. Add 2 or 3 shirts max per bag. Number 2, store your underwear or t-shirts vertically, not horizontally. I know it's easy just to toss your underwear and t-shirts into your drawer flat because it's easy. However, that way you only see what's on top. Instead, if you fold your t-shirts or your underwear and put them in vertically, A, you get more into your drawer, and B, you see exactly what you have. So when you fold your t-shirt, make sure it's shorter than the height of your drawer so it fits right in there. 3, use your hangers to see what you actually wear and don't wear. To start, it could be your shirt hangers or your suit hangers, and you have to align them so all face the same way. Now, whenever you wear something, you simply turn it around, and if after 1 year you still have hangers that hang in that way, take the clothes out, donate them, or give them to someone in need. Because if you don't wear them for a year, chances are they have to go. Of course, if you have formal attire such as a morning coat or a tailcoat or maybe a tuxedo, if you don't wear that often, you should not throw that away. In those cases, make sure those items are stored properly for the long term in a clothes bag that protects it from dust. Number 4, dry your fine delicate sweater in a salad spinner. If you have fine cashmere sweaters, they must not go into the dryer. Instead, take your hand-washed sweater, put it into your salad spinner, and then spin it dry. Once you're done, remove the water, repeat the cycle, and then take the garment out, lay it flat on a towel so it doesn't stretch while hanging and can air dry. That way it'll stay in shape and you'll be able to enjoy your sweaters for years to come. 5, iron the inside of your shirt placket from the back first and then from the front. Sometimes shirt plackets can be quite wrinkly. If you just iron them from the front side, they'll just remain wrinkly and don't look as nice. To prevent that, start on the back side first, iron all the way over it, and then flip it over and iron just between the buttons. Make sure you use pressing motions, especially if you have a checked or striped shirts, otherwise you'll have a placket that is wavy. 6, if you want a new way or some inspiration to wear a garment that you already have, simply go to Instagram and search for hashtags. For example, you can use Chelsea boots, navy blazer, or gray flannel. If you can't find good inspiration that way, go to Google Images and type in the words like Chelsea boots, Balmoral boots, or red pants. That way, you'll find exactly what you want, and sometimes the outfits may not be as sophisticated, but on other times, you really get great combinations that you probably didn't think of yourself. Another great way to learn how to put together great outfits is by checking out our Gentlemen of the Golden Age ebook here. 7, fix stuck zippers with either a candle or bar soap. We all had zippers that are stuck sometimes, and it's simply because they're not smooth enough. Now, there are a number of ways you can change that. First, you can rub some candle wax on the zipper, like so. Make sure to cover all parts of it. If you use a white candle on a dark garment, you may see some wax, simply blow it off. It's just important not to use something dark like graphite because it can actually stain your garments. When you have a white pair of pants, you definitely want to use white wax. If you don't have any candles or a tea light, you can also use bar soap. That will have the same effect, and it literally greases the zipper. Basically, you just apply it from one side and then from the other side. And you do that with both sides. You get rid of all the residue, and then you simply zip the zipper. 8. Using rubbing alcohol or hairspray to remove pen stains. We've all had a pen that have come undone and just created little marks on our shirts. If you find your dress shirts with pen stains, simply use hairspray as a pre-treatment, let it sit for about 5 minutes, and then put it in your regular wash cycle. 9. When you're traveling, add a dryer sheet or a piece of bar soap to your dirty laundry, and it will always remain fresh. When you're traveling for a week or longer, and you have to have your laundry together with your new laundry in the same suitcase, you really don't want the smell to take over everything you have. Therefore, you need a bar soap with fragrance or a dryer sheet, and you'll see everything will come out and smell nice and fresh. 10. Use a paper towel holder cord to prevent wrinkles in your pants. If you can't afford really nice suit hangers with a thick trouser bar, and you have to take what you get from the dry cleaner, or if you have these kind of space-saving hangers which are quite thin, you may see creases in trousers, especially if the fabric is very thin. Simply take a paper towel holder cord, cut it open lengthwise. Then take your hanger, put it on there, and make sure the cut side faces down. If you want, you can use a piece of tape and glue it on there, but the shape you'll get will prevent your pants from wrinkling because now it's nice and round. 11. Add a tie dimple to your ties to create a three-dimensional texture that creates visual interest and a tie knot that pops out and makes you look very dapper and debonair. To learn how you can create a dimple that stays in there every single time you tie it, please check out this video here. You want the dimple because without it, it looks limp and lifeless. Number 12. Avoid drying your dress shirts and other cotton garments at all costs. If you dry your shirt in a dryer, the interlining will come loose and it will create ugly bubbles that look very cheap, and you'll have to get rid of your shirt because you cannot repair that. Therefore, if you machine wash your shirts, put it in a higher spin cycle. That way, you'll get rid of more of the water. Once the wash cycle is done, you take the shirt out, you either air dry it on a hanger and you shake it out, or you simply iron it right away. That way, you have no wrinkles because the moist shirt will create a nice steam and all the wrinkles disappear. That being said, it will take longer if you have a weak iron, and it will also use more energy. 13. Use a dryer sheet to remove deodorant marks on your shirt. We all experience it. You're in a hurry, you put in deodorant, you put on your shirt, and it's a little darker, and all of a sudden you see these ugly deodorant stains. That's when you want a dryer sheet. Simply take the dryer sheet and rub on them. Voila, and it smells good too. Now, if you want to get rid of those yellow deodorant stains that settle after something washes, please check out our full-fledged guide here, where we send you to a solution for that. 14. Ironing your shirts wet if you don't have a steam iron. We've all been at a hotel room where they just have those cheap irons without any steam, and if you try to iron a dress shirt without any kind of steam, the wrinkles will not really come out, and it just looks like a shirt that wasn't properly ironed. In that case, simply take your shirt, make it a little wet, just touch it in spots, and then put it in a plastic bag. Let it sit for about 20 minutes. That way, the moisture is spread out evenly, and you can start ironing it. Because of the heat in the iron, the water will evaporate, create steam, and you'll get a wrinkle-free shirt. 15. Use mothballs the right way. If you're a clothes horse like me, moths are your #1 enemy. Throwing mothballs just in your closet simply is not enough, because it cannot create a desired concentration that's necessary to keep the moths away. Instead, you need a container, something like this. It needs to have a lid that closes it thoroughly, so it's not airtight, but it basically can help the mothballs actually work. Bonus tip number 16, making sure moths don't enter your closet in the first place. Personally, I love vintage clothes, and whenever I find a bargain, I don't just put it in my closet, because even though it might have cost just $5, it can ruin my entire wardrobe. Basically, I take the garment, put it in a plastic bag, and place it in the freezer. I leave it there for about 24 hours. I take it out, get it to room temperature, and let it sit there until it warms up again. Once it's warm, I put it back in the freezer in the plastic bag, and I redo the procedure and take it out after a day. The moths are actually killed by the difference between the cold temperature and the room temperature. And once I've done that, I can put it safely into my closet and sleep well at night, not having to worry about the moths eating holes into my precious clothes. If you enjoyed this video, please sign up to our email list here for more videos about everything around men's style.